Hello. Welcome to the part 2 of the stream. So I'm gonna finish the video I was watching yesterday, and then yeah, that's gonna be the video for today. It's gonna be the Nuke Top 5. It's a long video, it's a whole hour, so I'm gonna finish it. It's gonna be like 30 minutes, but yeah, so we'll start on that. Let me know if the audio is good if you're watching it live. Alright, hold on, let me check something. Just want to make sure all the quality is good. Alright, it's good there. Alright, hold on, give me 1 second. Alright, let's see. Let's go to that, this, put on my headset.
As well as Techrak's examination of the footage over on his YouTube channel. Followed home.
That's where I was at.
Over on the YouTube channel Ashes to Ashes, Dave and his brother Chris explore abandoned and sometimes supposedly haunted houses. In this investigation of a woman who says that she has been haunted by an evil entity that has followed her for most of her life, the guys pick up a very strange EVP.
Who's here? Get busy.
You do?
Yep. Is there anything that would like to, Is there anything that would like to, Is there anything that would like to, I'm gonna ask you to give us a sign up here.
A creepy little voice seems to say, "Go with him." And Dave says that he thinks the evil entity in the house might have done just that. Since the investigation, he's heard sounds and voices in his home, especially in one particular hallway. And then, one day, his dog begins to act very strange.
Who is it?
What's wrong with the dog?
Who is it?
The guy's just scaring the dog.
Who's that? Who is it? Who's down there? I'll show you that there's nobody in the hall. Who is it?
Did you see it?
No.
I'll show you that there's nobody in the hall. Who is it?
Some odd thing with pointy ears seems to be hiding around the edge of a door. And note that when Dave swings his camera back around, whatever it was is now gone. You can watch all of Ashes to Ashes paranormal investigations over on their YouTube channel. First ghost hunt, last ghost hunt. Reddit user Manda Burke and her husband were exploring the haunted Hillview Manor, an old mental asylum located in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. They had bought tickets as part of a ghost hunting tour group. Manda says they walked around, checked the EVP meters supplied by the tour company, but nothing much happened. Then they began to
I did
hear an
something like
odd
that.
shuffling sound at the end of one of the halls, but they thought nothing of it at the time. Then, suddenly from the end of the hall, they heard running footsteps charging towards them.
What the heck?
Amanda says that the whole event was one of the scariest things she's ever experienced. Now, I should note that I don't usually show videos without some visible or audible evidence of the supernatural. But looking at the reaction of this group and seeing just how hard and painful those falls look, I think this is pretty compelling evidence that something came down that hall. But as always, you decide. Deconstruction. This next clip is from a Chinese ghost hunter named Xiao Long, who broadcasts his investigations live on a Chinese streaming service. Xiao Long and his friend are exploring an abandoned building that is said to be haunted by the ghost of a construction worker who lost his life while working on the building. As they begin their investigation, creepy things start to happen immediately.
都能上楼吗？
Damn man. There's two of them?
咋的了？
我操！我操！我刚才看着好像鸡巴干活的，
你滚他妈了个逼的！
真的。喂，
搁哪呀？
就那样走过去了。
One of the explorers swears that he saw a worker dressed in construction clothes walk through the lobby downstairs, but his friend doesn't seem to believe him. He shrugs it off and they continue their investigation.
这屋里进不了，进不了，别进。
Man, it's dusty.
哎！
哎呦我操你妈的！哎呦我操！
有人！操你妈！这上这全鸡巴那啥，正好我摆驴子呢。我操你妈！
哎呦我操！
啥来了？
我操你妈！厕所里有人！
在
What up, Zion?
在
Zion?
哪呢？
我操你妈！刚才
What's wrong with this guy?
我操你妈不对呀！
你咋的了？
That is mad.
你咋的了，李少点儿？啊？
我操你妈！
Again, the same explorer claims to have seen someone, but again, his friend
Why is he
thinks
on the
he's
floor
just
like that?
being hysterical. Now, before we go any further, I should point out that unlike the Saudi Arabian ghost hunters who pray to ward off evil spirits, the Chinese believe that cursing and acting angry will scare away evil ghosts and demons. And you'll see what I mean.
Facts. Oops.
The arena. Hundreds have fallen before me.
Alright.
我操你妈的！哎，我操你妈呀！哎，我操你妈！哎
I saw somebody.
哎，我操你妈呀！哎，我操你妈！哎，我操！我在那屋。
我操你妈！你笑啥？
哎，我操！
Like,
咋的？
操你妈有人儿那屋！
死人了！
那屋有人儿！我告
人！操你妈！有人！出来！有啊！
Heck no.
真有人！哎呦我操我！你过来！过来！就是他！我操你妈！出来！操你妈的！谁？我操！哎呦！哎呦我操你！你过来！
Damn, look at them all dusty.
你们过去，我怎么不敢去？出来！操你妈，谁呀？是这屋吗？谁？出来！哎！我操！我操你妈！你出来！我操你妈的！门后边是吧？出来！
And yet again, one of the explorers sees what looks like a man in a red hard hat peering from behind a door. This time, he even manages to capture it on camera. But yet again, his friend doesn't believe him.
He's scared. Huh?
That is, until everything suddenly takes a terrifying turn.
Ah! 我去你妈！我操你妈！我去你妈！有你妈！回来！操你妈的！
His friend's taking out.
操你妈了个逼！我去！啊！哎呦！
What's he doing? 告你别他妈跑！
As they make their escape, the building seems to be crashing down all around them.
This one was kind of
One
funny.
of them falls right through an open hole in the floor. Luckily, they eventually manage to make it outside the building to safety. So, what do you think? Did they catch extreme footage of an angry construction worker ghost on their live stream? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Frozen with fear. Years ago, Tyler Rowe worked in a Kroger grocery store in Powell, Tennessee. He claims that every morning at exactly 9:02 a.m.,
some of these are good, but
witnessed this at the
I don't
warehouse
know, these
freezer
are kind of
door.
weak right now.
Freezers better not rest. Here it comes. Is there a light?
What the heck is that?
Is there a light in here? And there's nothing in here. There's nothing, nobody, anything. It's just open.
Tyler says that it was every morning like clockwork. At 9:02 a.m., there was banging on the warehouse freezer, and then the door would swing open on its own. But there was no one inside.
Here it comes.
So 2 months ago, someone named Emily claimed in the video's comments that she currently worked at the same Kroger grocery store, and that the strange occurrence still happened, even though the store had recently replaced the freezer door. She says that the freezer door still slams open and closed, all on its own.
That's pretty weird.
Meanwhile, on TikTok, Andy Sauces Kahamase is trying to record a video for TikTok when he spots something truly chilling.
The heck?
The face of a little girl seems to be peeking out at Andy from behind his wardrobe. However, when Andy checks the area, no one there. Not only is there no one in the space, but Andy demonstrates in a follow-up video how no one could have even been sitting in this narrow area to begin with.
Voy a aclarar algunos youtubers
That's pretty weird.
que en esta parte de aquí atrás, en esta parte, sí hay un espacio, pero un espacio donde cae mi puño. Y aquí, supuestamente fue donde apareció la cabeza. Lo malo que esta huevadita, este troperito aquí, es bien pesado.
So, what do you think?
The heck?
Is this the ghost of a little girl, or is it just a very good fake? Let me know down in the comments. The Watcher in the Window. Over on the YouTube ghost hunting channel, The Haunted Side, lead investigator Patrick and his cameraman Jason are investigating the supposedly very haunted Cleanwater Demon House in Reno, Nevada. According to local legend, many people have lost their lives in the house, and the property is said to have been home to occult activity for years. As Patrick and Jason investigate, they experience many strange occurrences.
Region.
Oh, I got
Hate.
dizzy there for a second.
Home. Central.
Oh, it's so cold right here.
Yeah, it just got real cold.
Oh. Who's in here?
Ambition.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Applet.
As Patrick says, "Who's in here?" without even noticing, he picks up a small voice, almost like a child, whispering, "Me."
Who's in here?
Oh, I heard that. No, not the ad. I would get an ad.
What the f? What the f? Footsteps right above us.
The guys hear bizarre noises from upstairs and head up to investigate. As they are checking out the upper floor, some truly creepy things are happening on the floor below.
If you walk closer to this machine right here, it'll let us know that you're there. Can you come just a little bit closer? Ooh.
Ooh, yeah.
Did you see that?
What the heck?
After reviewing the footage, we could find no explainable reason that bike should have fallen over, so we decide to regroup and head back upstairs.
Upstairs EVP session. Is there somebody up here with me? Whoa! Dude!
Is that you?
No.
What the f?
But throughout the whole investigation, there's something even more chilling going on. Something that the guys don't even realize.
I don't know what it is about that staircase, but it just
pretty
doesn't feel good.
Creepy.
What was that?
What?
Patrick catches an unexplained shadow figure looming in a doorway, as if staring out at them. Even more bizarre, they have a second camera filming inside, and as you can see, there's no one there.
Feel good. What was that?
What?
I don't think that was a shadow. But it was on the other side of that window.
But it gets even creepier. They don't realize it, but this strange dark figure seems to be watching over them throughout their investigation.
I'm gonna move the volume down like a smidgen. Just tell me when
Okay.
it's not feeding back like that. Midgen, just tell me
No.
I've always loved sci-fi. And the idea of being right on the edge.
when it's not feeding back like that.
What's especially creepy about this figure is it appears there and then a second later disappears from that window.
To watch the Haunted Side's full 2-part investigation of the Cleanwater Demon House, as well as their other weekly paranormal investigations, check out their YouTube channel.
That was pretty good.
It follows. Nuke's Top 5 viewer NK1 worked overnight security at a brewery. He says that one of his co-workers always claimed to experience spooky occurrences around the factory, but MK1 never believed him. Until this night. On this particular night, his friend says that he felt that something was watching him, maybe even following him around the brewery as he went on his nightly rounds.
Oh, that's so mad.
You can see that the guy checks behind him several times, almost as if he expects to see something there. But as he turns to walk away, that is when some odd misty shape can be seen following behind. Needless to say, after this video, MK1 never doubted his friend again. And also needless to say, they were both chilled to the core by this strange video apparition. Even creepier, MK1 says that soon after seeing this video with his own eyes, even he began to experience bizarre occurrences around the factory. The John Lowe Murder House. In 2014, 82-year-old dog breeder John Lowe's mind just seemed to snap one night. In a fit of rage, he tragically ended the lives of his 66-year-old girlfriend Christine Lee and her daughter Lucy at his family home in Surrey, England. Lucy was somehow able to call the authorities moments before she lost her life, and John Lowe was arrested for his crimes shortly thereafter. The sudden, strange, and brutal act shocked the entire country. Since the tragedy, the house has been left completely abandoned. Paranormal investigator Simon from the YouTube channel Ghost Raiders went to what locals now call the quote, John Lowe Murder House. His intent was to try to make contact with the spirits of the victims who are still believed to haunt the scene of the crime. Together with YouTube ghost hunters Proving Demons, they try to communicate with Christine and her daughter Lucy using a spirit box. Their questions get some very strange and eerily accurate responses.
Is Lucy here? If Lucy is also here, can you say Lucy?
Lucy, whoa, that was instant and clear. Lucy is with us.
Are you here in this room with us, yes or no?
The shocking spirit box replies seem to acknowledge that Lucy and her mother might be trying to make contact with the paranormal investigators. But things get even stranger when Olivia from Proving Demons claims that she feels something touching her back.
Hold on now.
Could it be a car on the road?
It sounded
Did you just grab
behind me.
my back?
No, I didn't grab your back. Why? Video?
No, seriously, did you just grab my back?
I swear.
No,
I swear I
like,
didn't touch you.
That was hard.
Andrew was
I
holding,
didn't touch you.
Andrew was holding with the hand that he would grab you back. The camera.
And my other hand's in my
His other hand
pocket.
was in his pocket. There was nothing that he could have grabbed his back with.
Unless my jacket was halfway up my back, something just pulled it.
Did you see it?
No,
right
I didn't
before
see
Olivia says something grabbed her back, a small light enveloped by a strange translucent mist seems to rise up and away from her. This bizarre light or mist was not even noticed by any of the explorers.
How's 2021? It's good, dude.
Could it be a car on the road?
It sounded
just
behind
grab
me.
my back?
Weird.
No, I didn't grab your back. Why?
Yeah, I'm trying to post.
After Simon uploaded the video to
I
the
think,
Ghost
a
Raiders
video a day
channel,
for the whole year, so
keen-eyed
we'll see how
YouTube
we do.
viewers pointed out the very strange phenomenon. Now, I have to say that this clip is one of the more compelling pieces of paranormal footage that I've seen, because being able to fake this mist, time it perfectly, and then this very real reaction from Olivia when she says her back is touched, Well, it all seems very hard to fake. But of course, I could be wrong. Let me know what you think.
Not an ad. Give me like 3 seconds. Would you ever
Did you
do
see it?
music?
YouTuber Eric Gunner is an urban explorer and occasional paranormal investigator from Mexico. In one of his videos, Eric claims that a girl named Natalie contacted him about some very strange activity in her home.
Music
Natalie,
reaction?
who appears in the video with a teddy bear face concealing her identity, says that her mother recently rented the upstairs apartment in their house to an elderly woman. Natalie says that as soon as the woman moved in, strange things started occurring in their home. They would hear odd noises in the middle of the
This
night.
place looks mad
They would find random things move from one room to the other. And they would often smell an unexplained foul stench coming from upstairs.
Yeah, I'll probably do music reaction.
Weirdest of all, cats and dogs in the neighborhood began disappearing.
I'm trying to find like a niche.
As for the old lady, her behavior was odd, to say the least.
Right now I'm just thinking
she avoided all contact with Natalie and her family. The woman didn't say hello or even talk to them when they passed her on the stairs. If they knocked on her door, she wouldn't answer. Natalie and her family became more and more terrified as the odd noises and events in their house intensified. Then one night, Natalie's 10-year-old sister woke up screaming, saying that her back was in agonizing pain. They checked her and found that her back was covered in deep, unexplained scratches. Well, with that, they had had enough. Without even so much as packing a bag, they fled the house in the middle of the night. As of the filming of this video, they had not been back for 2 weeks. So, Natalie knew about Eric Gunner's YouTube channel. She asked him to investigate.
De hecho, si apago la luz, la casa de arriba está prendida. Ahí es donde vive la viejita. Voy a tratar de no hacer ruido para que no me vaya a escuchar. Fíjense que a mí me da más miedo la viejita que, no sé, me vaya a parecer un fantasma.
There's an old lady up there too.
It's fairly obvious that Natalie and her family left in a rush.
Se supone que así como dijo ella, esta Natalie pues se fueron de rápido ese día. No recogieron nada. Dijo, pues sí me dijo que iba a haber incluso hasta comida. Hasta frijoles aquí. Ay, bueno, parece como están enlamados.
At first, it seems like there's not much to see. Just an average empty house. But then things start to get a little strange.
Lo que veo es que hay muchas fotos de niños.
The heck was that?
Did you see it? Well, Eric didn't either, but watch again.
Lo que veo es que hay muchas fotos de niños.
YouTube commenters pointed out that it looks like a small girl dressed in all white briefly peeks out from behind a curtain. Again, I should note, the house is supposedly empty.
Ay, esa muñeca da miedo.
Eric spots a doll that seems to be a bit out of place. Little did he know that after the filming, the house's owner would tell him that the doll doesn't belong to them, and they've never seen it. But even creepier, later in the video, Eric passes by the same room again.
Nada.
Did you see it? As YouTube commenters would later point out, the doll has now vanished. Eric heads into the bedroom to investigate, and this is when things get truly bizarre.
Who knows why they wear white, man?
Aquí parece que se puede subir por aquí, pero está como sellado. ¿Qué pedo está esta casa rara? Bueno, está construida raro. ¿Qué es esto?
And once again, I have to ask, did you see it? Something ducks out of sight under the bed. Again, Eric doesn't notice. This too was spotted later by YouTube viewers.
Vamos a ver. ¿Qué pedo? Veo que se mames.
I hear something. I look tired.
Eric
I am
gathers
tired,
his
dude.
courage and heads back in to check out the curtain. It didn't go well.
Something's gonna pop up. Oh shoot. It's a shadow back there.
As he rounds the corner, a shadowy figure ducks back into the corner of the
What
room.
the heck is that?
This time, Eric does see it.
No sé qué pensar, la verdad, si estoy ya. Tengo miedo. Ya no sé si salimos o no. No hubiera
Is it
venido
staying
solo.
there? I would have
¿Saben
ran
qué?
out.
Si no hubiera venido solo, la cagué bien cabrón.
No, I kind of
No
want to see
hubiera
something
venido
like that.
Esta puerta no la despé. ¿Qué hay? El baño.
So that shadow went into, huh?
Ay, güey. Me se corrió.
He heads in to check it out, but nothing there. With this, Eric has had enough. He decides to just get out of there. But that might not be as easy as he thinks.
What?
Someone in a cloak, presumably the creepy old lady who lives there, comes walking up the stairs. Eric hides until the coast is clear, then quickly makes his escape out to the street.
So random. Look at those stairs. What the heck?
So did Eric Gunner catch multiple paranormal encounters on video? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
That was
You
really
decide. You can watch Eric Gunner's full investigation of this supposedly haunted house over on his YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. For channel updates and other weird stuff, follow me on Instagram
Yeah, that's it,
here
huh?
and on Twitter right there. I'll see you next week.
All right. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. This was third day, right? Yeah. Well, I'll try to do a live stream tomorrow to do another ghost one, but I need to figure out what to start recording and stuff. I'll turn the light right there. But yeah. Later, dudes.